Kun Srettha, thank you so much for your time on Bloomberg Television. So we're just a few weeks away from that lower house general election. Pheu Thai has led many of the opinion polls that have been published by large media groups like the Nation Group. What do you think your odds will be coming up in a couple of weeks on May 14th?
We are confident that our policies will be well accepted by the general public. So we expect to win the majority of the seats in the parliament.
Do you also expect, though, to win the prime ministership? Because since 2001, a party that has been backed by Thaksin Shinawatra has won the most seats in the lower house general elections, but have either failed to secure leadership or have failed to hold on to leadership. What's going to be different this time? Will you get support from the Senate, which has, outsized sway in picking the prime minister?
I think we need to look at how the lower house voting turns. If we get the majority, let's say 260 to 70 to 80s out of the 500, I think we will be the main party to lead the new government, and the prime minister position will be from the Pheu Thai Party. I'm confident of that, yes. However, if you add the upper house, another 250, we may need to join with few other parties. However, I think the spirit of the upper house, when the constitution was drafted, I think they should reflect how the people have voted.
How confident are you of that result, though?
I am confident. I'm confident. Very confident.
Now, you are considered the business candidate. The candidate who has come from the business community. You ran a property firm for a number of years, Sansiri. What will be your priorities if you are chosen to be the candidate from Pheu Thai Party if it does win that mandate?
I mean, there'll be three main pillars in which we will be focusing on. The first one is obviously the economic issues, which are at the moment are the main concern of the Thai people. The second main issues that we're looking at is the social welfare. Okay? And the third one is drafting of the new constitution, which govern how people live together. Those are the three main issues in which we will be looking at.
Now, the current Prime Minister, Prayut, has been famous for saying that the government is not a business, or I paraphrase exactly what he said. He said, the country is not a business. What is necessary now to get Thailand's economy out of its funk, get tourism back, get the property market back going, and why should voters pick your business acumen as their blueprint?
They're not actually picking me as such. I think the strength of the Pheu Thai Party is for the past 20 years, the party is under different name, whether it's Thai Rak Thai or Palang Prachachon, have consistently won the election every time. So I think it's the strength of the parties, the policies that we give to the people, the policies that hit people right where they want. I think that really is the strength of the party.
How badly, in your estimation, has the Thai economy been hurt over the last 9 years since that May 2014 coup d'etat?
I think it's evidence that every time after the coup d'etat, the country as a whole has gone backward in every aspect, whether it's the economic issues, whether it's well-being of the people, the right to choose. If all these issues have gone backward. So I think it's evidence that when you compare to the peers nation in the ASEAN, the GDP growth have lagged behind those of Vietnam, Indonesia, Malaysia, and the Philippines as well. So I mean, it's clearly evidence that we're not doing as well, especially in terms of FTA negotiation that have not progressed at all.
What must be your top priority in your first 100 days if you are chosen to lead the party and you are chosen to lead the country?
There are many issues that's facing Thailand at the moment. Economic issues is one, okay, and social issue is another one, and also drafting of the new constitutions. Those three pillars comprises of many other sub-policies that we'll be looking at. The cost of living has gone up, energy price has gone up, the income level has been stagnant for a while. So we have many economic policies to get the country going again. The social welfare, whether is the health issue, the 30 baht plus policies that we are going to make life better for people, the right to choose whether you want to enroll in the military or not, and also LGBTQ rights, the marriage license for all those people that have not been granted the right that they should be granted, the drafting of the new constitution in which we will select members to draft the new constitution that we believe will be for the people.
How concerned are you by criticism, though, that some of the policies of your party could potentially stoke inflation as well as worsen the state debt loads? You've talked about giving out, 10,000 baht to every eligible person. It's about $300 US. You've talked about raising minimum wage. You've talked about expanding universal health care. You've talked about expanding crop prices, a number of measures that could stoke inflation and worsen the debt load on the state. How do you respond to those criticisms?
If you look at the history, back when Thai was in party, that was in the Tom Yam Kung crisis in 1997. The government, under the leadership of Premier Thaksin, have repaid the debt to IMF 2 years in advance. So that really is a testament to how financially disciplined we are. And then for government of Prime Minister Yingluck, we nearly almost balanced the book. And I think financial discipline is always at the heart of Pheu Thai parties. The policies that we promised that we will try to bring to people, like the 10,000 baht digital money, is a one-time, and it will stimulate the economy from the grassroots. We will use blockchain to make sure that the people use the money within the radius of 4 kilometers to stimulate the local economy. And it has to be done within 6 months. It's one time. And we believe that it's large enough to people to start new business, to have the life, and do not have to wait for the handout of similar to the current government that's giving 500 baht or 1,000 baht.
I want to get your take on some social moves that have been made in Thailand. Obviously, we know that the cannabis was legalized. I know there's moves afoot to potentially legalize same-sex marriages. There's also been a call, and I know Thaksin Shinawatra has talked about it in the past, for a change to the laws regarding gambling and casinos. Do you support the possibility of having casinos? Now that Japan has approved it for their first casino, is Thailand next to open a casino in one of 22 possible designated areas like Phuket?
There are two parts of the questions. I think the first one I would like to address is that cannabis. Okay, Pheu Thai do not support free use of cannabis. It should be only for medical purposes. As for the legalized gambling, I think it's known that illegal gambling has been widespread in Thailand. Pheu Thai parties believe that by bringing the illegal activities of businesses, make it legalized, is the way to go, so that we can control the tax collection, we control the crime that associated with it. Whether it's 22 locations, I don't know about where they get the numbers from, but we will test it in certain cities, or maybe 1 or 2 provinces, and see how it goes from there. But yes, we have the belief that we should bring the illegal activities up above the ground.
Now, I understand it would be a difficult move in the lower house to change potentially the Gambling Act of 1935, but there is a provision where the Prime Minister could basically legalize gambling by decree. Is that something you would do? And how much of a priority?
No, I would not exercise the power of the premiership to do that. We need to listen to the people, and we need the majority of the lower house to move this act.
On geopolitical front, where do you feel Thailand should position itself in the growing geopolitical disputes between China and the United States? How would you position Thailand?
We are small and humble country, but we take pride in being independent. We will continue to be actively promoting peace and common prosperity of all nations of the world. That's my and Pheu Thai stand.
My last question is about the area of business that you have been in, and that is the property sector. We do know that that is a main pillar of the Thai economy, as well as tourism. We've seen a massive surge in tourism this year, and we're banking on the fact that it's going to help lift the Thai economy. But if you look at the stock chart of your company, going back 9 years, Sansiri, it is exactly the same place. How is Thailand going to leverage on the surge in arrivals of Chinese and Russian visitors to boost the property market?
I think the main goal is not to boost the property market. I think the main issues here is we need to stimulate the economy through tourism. At the moment, tourism accounted for maybe approximately 17% of total GDP. The Russian and the Chinese are the key driver. However, we feel that what we can offer to foreign tourism, we feel that other nations can also come in and enjoy the Thai hospitalities. But however, the current situation in Thailand by the current government doesn't really facilitate the influx of foreign tourists. The airline is still in trouble, and the logistic handling of incoming passenger is not right up there yet. All the flights are full coming in. I think we can do much better in terms of stimulating the tourism industry.
Sir, is there anything else you wanted to add to the audience that obviously we're speaking to right now? That's the global investment community. Is there anything else that I didn't ask you that you'd like to add right here?
As a country that is well positioned to grow, we need the new leader. We need the new parties that value geopolitics. We need the leader who can go out and meet other leaders of the world and to try to sell Thailand as a destination for investment.
Sir, thank you so much. Kap Kun Kap, thank you for your time on Bloomberg TV, and we'll be watching the election very closely on May 14th.